Hello students, hope all of you are fit and fine. In this video, I shall be taking an interesting topic, analytical paragraph writing. This is a new topic added in the syllabus by CBSE for the session 2021 for class 10th. Students, hard work needs smart work. Do you remember a few years back we had a reality show named Das Ka Dam hosted by Salman Khan. He used to ask questions on the basis of percentage. For instance, कितने प्रतिशत Indian cricket viewers ये सोचते हैं that if they get up while watching the match, India would lose? The answer is simply more than 90%. Similarly, in analytical paragraph writing, you will be given a data in the form of report, pie chart, graph, table, etc. You have to look at the picture, see it, analyze it, and then write it. Now, let's begin analytical paragraph writing. Analytical is an adjective here and the verb is analyze, which means to break up and to loosen. An analytical paragraph is a form of descriptive writing which is written on the basis of given pie chart, graph, data, outline, table, etc. So you will be given any picture and you have to explain it up. The analytical paragraph has to be written in around 100 to 120 words. The paragraph must use simple and clear language. It should provide complete details of the chart given in the question. So, the word limit should be between 100 to 120 words. The language should be simple, clear, and crisp, giving complete details of the data provided in the question. Three important points to remember. Content should be of 100 to 120 words. There will be internal choice. This question carries 5 marks weightage. So, you have to write analytical paragraph writing between 100 to 120 words. You will be given 2 questions and you have to attempt any one of them. And the marks weightage is 5. Next, features of analytical paragraph writing. Analytical paragraph writing should be brief with complete information. And students, remember, this is not a creative writing, so no story required. Point number 2, it describes the given chart, table, data, graph, etc. You have to explain it up. It should state all the facts that are provided by the chart. You have to explain all the facts given in the question paper. Fourth, use of simple and clear language. The language used should be very simple and clear. Students, avoid using fancy words. Point number 5. Students, you must mention all the figures and quantities appropriately in the question. Point number 6. It should not give any personal observation. Point number 7. It's better to use the passive form of the verb, which is also called as passive voice, where you have to put the object first and then the subject. For instance, the pizza was eaten by Rani. Next is the format. First, introduction, followed by body and the conclusion. Next, the detailed format. First, the introduction. Introduction is the first paragraph and describes what the graph is about. This is also called as opening paragraph and it has to be written within 1-2 lines. After it, the body. The body can be broken into 2-3 sub-paragraphs. You can write 2-3 paragraphs in the body, and the important thing is at least 4-5 trends should be covered. For that, let's proceed. You have to organize the information properly. You have to show the large differences, the small differences, the similar aspects, and also the unchanged aspects will also be mentioned. After it, when you are comparing the information, present the contrast effectively, and if time period is given, you have to include it also. After it, when you are mentioning the quantities, there are a number of ways to describe the quantities. It can be in the fraction form, ratio, etc. After it, connecting sentences, you have to connect the sentence also logically. In the end, you have to write the conclusion, which is your last paragraph, and it should summarize all the information. It should provide all the information with no personal opinions. Okay. My dear students, all of you know that I always share tips and tricks for getting full marks. Here I have jotted down some words and phrases for writing a beautiful analytical paragraph. For an introduction, you can use any word or phrase. The table suggests, the line graph shows, the pie chart given above describes, the chart illustrates, the data given provides information about. You can match anything with anyone. The line graph suggests. You can write, okay. After it, for describing the trends. Just now I have told you that at least 4-5 trends should be there in your paragraph. You can use the words like skyrocketed if it rose up, striking increase, peaked, soaring rates, starting to rise, a pattern of growth, it is rising. But a word fluctuate, if your figure is rising, coming down, rising, coming down, you will not write that it rose, fell down, rose, fell down. Just simply write a word fluctuate, declined if it comes down, leveled off if it remains the same, starting to fall, coming down, drop down. Okay, so these are the some words to be used for the figures. If you have to describe the quantities, you can write 1/3 of, almost 90%, nearly 1/4 of, majority, and on an average, almost equal, the highest, the lowest, roughly, approximately 50% depending upon the quantity given. After it, for establishing the relationship, similarly, in contrast with, in comparison to, when you are comparing, whereas, striking difference, if a difference is more, you can use this word. In the end, for writing the conclusion, you can use the words like in a nutshell, overall, in short, sum up. By adding these words or phrases, you can conclude your analytical paragraph writing. Let's go through one example. The graph given shows estimated sales of gold in Dubai in 2020. Write an analytical paragraph describing the line graph in around 150 words. Now look at the line graph. On x-axis, name of 11 months are written. On y-axis, figure is there in millions of dirhams. Now let's begin with the introduction. The line graph depicts the estimated sales of gold in Dubai for a period of 11 months in 2020 in millions of dirhams. After it, the body. In January 2020, the sales stood at 200 million dirhams. It increased through the next month and peaked to 350 million dirhams in the third month of the year. By March, it peaked to PEAKED, peaked to 350 million dirhams. But the gold sales fell in the next 3 months and hit 100 million dirhams in the month of July. Suddenly, the sales doubled in August, but again declined to 100 million dirhams in September. For the next 2 months, the gold sale leveled off, means it remained the same at 200 million dirhams. So, this is the, we have completed the body. After it, the conclusion. In a nutshell, the estimated gold sales fluctuated in 2020. The sales were the highest in the month of March and the lowest in the months of July and September. Okay, by writing this, we had concluded our line graph also. Okay. I hope you like this video. Do share it with your friends so that they can also be benefited. Happy learning. God bless you.